So this is a movie that was acted and more of dated back into the Gold Coast days of Ghana. So in this movie, there is a lounge, the biggest lounge in Gold Coast at the time. Now, this is a lounge created by two brothers. Now, the whole story revolves around who succeeds and becomes the president of Gold Coast Lounge. I wouldn't tell you so much about the movie right now because I want you to go watch it. This is a movie that has brought out so many things that this country can do better to be able to become a better Ghana and the independent Ghana we want to be, void of international aid. Now, the Gold Coast Lounge is a movie that was premiered earlier this year, and I have watched it, but it's premiering again today, and I am I am tempted to give you spoilers, but I'm doing this review just so that you will go watch it because this is one of the best movies. After watching that movie, I went like, oh my God, our movie industry is not dead after all. There are ace actors that can help make this work. This is a movie that will make you cry, that would teach you so much that you would have a new passion on how to make this country work. It's just unfortunate this happens to be a tragedy where at the end of it, all the protagonists died. Yes, this is a movie that is worth watching and will be worth every time you spend on going to watch it. It features Akorfa Edjeani, Cina, Adjetey Annang, Grace Norte, Zinozo, Raquel Ama. All these actors are in the movie Gold Coast Lounge. It's just sad that at the end of the movie, almost all the characters died. Almost all the important characters died. And a few characters that were not so known that came at the end of the movie, almost everybody died. But then it is a typical tragedy, so it's understandable. I loved the whole storyline. The storyline is one that is not so easy to get from the beginning. From the first few from the first few scenes, you will not be able to predict what is ahead of you. You will not be able to tell what the whole story is about. But as it goes in and in and in, every scene contributes to letting you know what the whole story is about. The one thing that is I so admired about the movie is the fact that they did so well with the local dialect. Very often, I personally don't like watching Akan movies. This wasn't an Akan movie. I don't know, but it is not an Akan movie because they didn't speak Akan throughout, but they spoke Akan most of the time and a lot of Ghana as well. And I don't often like watching such movies. Why? Because one, we don't speak the language so well. Two, we don't speak the language like we will as typical Ghanaians. We just speak it like we are just talking. And it is often, it doesn't bring the rich Ghanaian language out. But after watching this movie, they chose and groomed the characters so well that they were able to speak typical Akan language, typical Ghanaian language that was one that will make anybody that watches the movie fall in love with the Ghanaian language. Though they made a lot of use of the Ghanaian language, I think this movie is worth going on Netflix. If after this premiere, this movie should be featured on Netflix because this is a movie that is worth watching by the international market. I not like it because it would look as if it is an eye-opening for Ghanaians, but I loved the storyline and I love the fact that they were able to put the Ghanaian language out there. And yes, that is the whole purpose of the movie because When you watch the movie, it is a movie that educates the ordinary Ghanaian on the importance of consuming Ghana and accepting what we do in Ghana. And after watching that movie, you think critically, and if all of us will put our minds together and watch this movie, a lot of our minds will change if we watch it with a very objective mindset. I love how the story unfolds because it gives you quite a better picture as you move on and on into the movie. There were a lot of flaws, a little bit of flaws I just didn't like, but because you have not watched the movie, I wouldn't just bring some of these things out because I want you to watch it first. I love the picture. They wanted to predict olden day Gold Coast, and yes, they were able to execute that with the picture and the dressing. um they were able to give us very good locations that gave a typical olden day Gold Coast, and that I will applaud them for. So yes, it is today. The Gold Coast Lounge is premiering today, 18th of June 2022. Go watch it and come and tell me how it was. Already watched it? No spoilers in the comment section. Let others go watch it and let's all come back to talk about it. Hoping this movie makes it to Netflix very soon. It is worth watching by the international market. The name still remains Mami Amnapakia. Kindly subscribe to this channel and let's grow this channel. Tell me if you have already watched it, well, what you loved about it, no spoilers, and let's help to make the Ghana movie industry get back on its feet. Love you. Screw.